Many of you would have seen Ella around, and probably like me, you feel like Ella's been a part of the church for a really long time. But it turns out actually she only came in March last year. And life groups have been a really big part of her journey and getting connected with us. So Ella, tell us a little bit about why you joined a life group.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I've always valued life groups because I remember someone saying to me when I was a lot younger, if you only eat on Sundays, you'll starve. And that's talking a lot about like you need to be connected, not only in my own quiet time, but also having that added accountability. And church is epic on a Sunday, but you can slip in and out without a lot of people knowing what you're about or what you're doing. And so when I got down here, I was invited into the older girls group, and that's been so important for me, just getting connected also not only as a believer who wants to grow deeper, but also just connecting with other women who are going after Jesus as well, and having deeper friendships.
And like you said, that really cannot happen on a Sunday morning. It's just not possible. So in what ways has being part of a life group like really helped you to connect with other people?
I guess a lot of it, not only is it being fed in the word and being able to engage in that and to ask questions in a safe place, but also just the idea of hospitality and being in people's houses is so important, and learning how people do life together, and then also just the opportunity to have people interceding for you and wanting to pray for you, having a safe space with women that you can trust, or if you're in a mixed group, that you can really just bare your heart to and have people pray for you. That was really important for me, especially in a vulnerable time. I think sometimes we want to shy away when we're in a vulnerable position and be like, oh, I can deal with this on my own. But in those times when you're feeling dry and you're feeling vulnerable, it's such a time to push into needing community, to have someone to stand with you. And so that was really important for me moving down and not knowing like heaps of people. So life has been amazing for that.
It sounds like for you, like life group has been this beautiful intersection of connecting with people, but also going deeper with God in so many ways. You then stepped into leading a life group. What would draw you into that space? For those that are maybe thinking, oh, maybe I could lead a group, or
I think that the Wave gave me a lot of confidence in it. In the fact that I was already contributing as a member, I was already treated as someone who had a voice in my life group, and knowing that it just took an ability to host a space, to facilitate, a group of, for girls who were already loving the Lord, people who have come along. I wasn't the only one leading, even when I stepped into leadership, because I felt that I was already contributing before I'd started it. And I suppose given the opportunity and leading with Em, my housemate, and having that space as a house and something we prayed into, it was just really easy to facilitate. I didn't have to have all the answers. It was a place for questions where I wasn't the leader that just had to answer everything. But it was really just about holding that space for women and being able to invite people into that. And so I guess, I already, as you can tell, feel really convicted about having like that extra connection and accountability through life groups. But just being available and ready to take that on was actually a really easy step, and especially having someone to support me in it and chatting to you about it. So it wasn't a very hard decision.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Ella. I really feel like people are going to get a lot just from hearing like your story and what it's been in your life. Thank you.